want to say thank you. You know, it's a great honor to receive this award from a great organization. You know, I'm just beyond grateful and humbled. I have a phenomenal support team that's behind me that has helped me along the way and has put me in, you know, this community, you know, our community support team from Allie to Olivia to Liz and everyone else that's part of that team here at the Broncos of just putting me in the right place, you know, through my injury and, you know, just trying to find a way to serve people. You know, my mom always taught me is to love God and love people. So, you know, I've just taken that upon myself and has really applied it in this community. And I'm just very grateful that I got to reach as many children as I can and to use my voice and my platform to be able to help those kids that are in need so close to home.
What was your first reaction when you found out?
I was surprised. You know, it was beyond. I was grateful. I was speechless, to be honest with you. You know, like I told people, you know, I don't do this just to look at me. I really do this because I genuinely care and I love for these kids. You know, these kids have taught me so much about myself. You know, they probably say that I've helped them, but they've helped me just as much. And the love that I have for them, you know, the relationships that I have with these kids and, you know, get to understand what they go through on a regular basis. You know, some kids are a lot worse than what I've gone through. But, you know, as long as I can relate to them and show them my love and care, you know, it goes a long way. And, you know, that's just what I've been doing.
Garett, the passion to help these kids, I mean, where did that start?
Ever since I was a little kid, you know, going through my rough trials and going through my rough times of learning disabilities to, you know, being kicked out of my house to, you know, just, you know, nobody wanted to be around me, you know, not wanting to be in school and really just focusing on all those things, you know, going down a deep path with, you know, drugs and alcohol and going through those things at a young age and seeing that all around me. You know, that's where my passion comes from. When I turned my life around and, you know, the family that took me in and blessed me, you know, beyond anything, you know, they didn't have to take me in. They didn't have to take a chance on me. You know, they had 2 young girls home at the time and, you know, I was a troubled 18-year-old boy. So, you know, for somebody to take somebody in like that just goes to show you the type of people they are. And I'm just beyond grateful to be a part of that family, and I love them dearly, and they know who they are. And, you know, without them, I wouldn't be here. And so that passion just came because of so many people that have just helped me. You know, I could spend all day of thanking so many people up here, but, you know, everyone knows who those people are. They know who they are, and I'm just beyond grateful. You know, like I said, like, you know, you asked me 10, 12 years ago if I was going to be here, I'd say no, because, you know, kids like me, you know, a lot of them are locked up. A lot of them are in prison. A lot of them, you know, are in group homes or, you know, living off and on the streets and, you know, caught up with drugs and alcohol and caught up in the wrong group. You know, I was fortunate enough to find that family that loved and cared for me. And I just, you know, took that same love and passion that they gave to me, and I showed and I watched what they did to me. And then just through the process of trusting and going through all that stuff is exactly what I do to apply to these kids.
Garett, when you got here, you obviously saw plenty of your teammates, and they just, you know, won Super Bowl a couple years before, charitable, lots of different causes. Did you know you wanted to work with at-risk youth, or did you kind of find that over time when you're trying to decide how you're going to help people?
Well, it's funny because I was probably August of 2012, if I had to guess. I had this dream, no joke. I really had this dream of, I had this building that, you know, you could walk in, and one building was, you know, all the classrooms in a school, and the next building was, you know, all the people from, you know, therapists to nutritionists to sleep doctors to, you know, ADD doctors, everything like that. And then to the right was just a huge gym and a swimming pool and a field house. Like, this was my vision. And I've always wanted to help kids. Like, it's always been what I wanted to do. You know, I started with a lot of kids with learning disabilities with, you know, the National Center of Learning Disability and just being involved with them. And then it sort of branched off to now, you know, my son dealing with apraxia of speech. You know, that's an umbrella that we work with. You know, my auntie has a school in Utah, New Hope Academy, that we worked with. Virtual Skills Academy here with learning disability and dyslexic people. And then just, you know, really focusing on, you know, just started making videos for these kids. You know, Allie and Liz helped me with that. And then Olivia came along and took over that and just really helped me mentor these kids. And I sat back and I said, man, like, I see these kids go from foot center straight into, you know, probation incentives court. And then they go to the foot and then back into probation court. And I said, well, what can I do to help these kids? Because they just keep going in and out. And so, you know, I started early on. You know, me and Tim started working with the kids at foot, and then he sort of took it over, and I slipped over and I started doing the court stuff. And then And then I just was like, I want the younger kids, and there was a younger pod in there. And I just took that over, and I just beyond grateful. They've taught me so much. It was special. I'm just grateful for my wife. There's a lot of people like me that, probably will never get married and find somebody that loves and cares for them as much as my wife does. And my beautiful wife, no, I'm speechless. Thanks, Cortland. I love you dearly, buddy. But no, I love my wife, man. She's my ride and die soldier. Having her there and my kids and them surprising me, it was shocking, to be honest. I just hug my wife and my kids, because without them, I wouldn't be here. They give me that passion and that love that I need when I get to go home and be around them. And then I just come out here and be myself. But, I play football for a lot of reasons. I play because I love it, but I play for all those kids that struggle, all those kids that can't play sports, or that are locked up. They gave me that passion and my love to use my voice and use my platform. And me and my wife are just very grateful that we get to use our voices and be able to help as many kids as possible.
Garett, if you talked to Russ, who won it, it was a little different, but since Justin started getting nominated, they bring everybody to the Super Bowl and NFL honors. Are you excited about everything that goes into this and the national spotlight that you're going to get?
Yeah, like they told me a little bit about it. I'm not really used to all the lights and all that stuff, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just grateful. I'm just gonna go along with the ride and enjoy every minute I can. To represent this organization, that's given me so much. Has given me a platform and a voice, and has given me, significant funds to bless my family with, and not only that, but the funds where I get to help kids and be able to run my foundation. And I'm just grateful I get to be a part of them and represent them in a high class.
Thanks, Garett.
Appreciate y'all.
Congratulations.